What's up, y'all? Hey, it's Toby D, and you already know what it is. It's pound for pound ATL. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's time to talk about some more Atlanta Falcons football. But before I do that, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, please do so. And also hit that notification button so that you can be aware of any videos that JR Clark and myself put out either individually or together. Which, speaking of together, we did do a video about what we saw at the last open practice. So, hey, you might want to check that out as we talked about some things. And it will also be in this video where you can hit it. Hey, you can skip to that and then come back to this one if you so should choose to do so. But also comment. Continue to do those things, man. We love it when you guys share the video, comment on it, like it, dislike it. It's all the same for us because it's all fan interactions, and we are just two fans sharing our opinions about our Atlanta Falcons. So let's get into it. Hey, if you guys enjoyed what I enjoyed on Thursday night, you already know what I'm talking about, then hey, we are all on the same page. And what I'm saying is talking about what Dan Quinn is giving us a great sample of what he's going to do with calling this defense for the Atlanta Falcons in 2019. And I'm going to tell you right now, many of us were excited, I'm sure, when we heard Dan Quinn announce back early on in January that he was going to take over the reins of the defense. Unfortunately, he had to let his homeboy, Marquand Manuel, go to do it. But Dan Quinn says that he hasn't quite seen the vision of what he envisioned his defense to be when he got here, which is what? Fast and physical. Yes, we have seen flashes, but like he said, we have not seen steady consistency out of this defense the way that we know this defense can be. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I am pegging Dan Quinn early on as Coach of the Year. Yes, that's AP Coach of the Year or Sporting News Coach of the Year. It does not matter to me. Whoever's handing out those awards for the 2019 season, when it's all said and done, I have Dan Quinn, yes, on the top of the list for that. And you know why? Because Dan Quinn is finally pulling out of his wheelhouse what we brought him over here in the first place to do and attracted us to him. And that's being a genius at calling defenses. And we know Dan Quinn is going to bring the aggressiveness to this Atlanta Falcons defense, and he's going to get the nastiness out of these guys that he is hoping to see. And he's been wanting us as Atlanta Falcons fans to see this happening on the field. These guys are going to be inside of a fast track dome and stadiums all year except for 3 games. Ladies and gentlemen, the only game they will really be outside on that really matters is making it back to Miami, where they played in, to be in the Super Bowl where they just came from. And I was very excited to see what Dan Quinn was going to do with this defense. And he showed us, even though albeit vanilla style defense, just like everybody else who runs 3-4 looks and things of that nature, it's all basic. But just showing us the basic things of being aggressive from one end of the field to the next. Some defensive coaches, they don't start clamping down until they get you in the middle of the field. Dan Quinn is definitely not that coach, and we're going to see that from wherever he has you at. He is going to attack, and he'd rather you beat him than to just sit back on his fingers, his thumbs, however you want to call it, hands or whatever, and watch an offense pick us apart. And that's why I have him pegged as the head coach of the year. And I'm going to tell you right now, you had guys like Ron Rivera, since Dan Quinn has been here in 2015. Ron Rivera got it that year. Then you came back with Jason Garrett, got it the next year after that. Then you came back with Sean McVay, who had just started in 2017, and he got it for the Coach of the Year. And Sporting News and AP split hairs when it came to the other guy that got it just last year in 2018. Nagy got it for the Chicago Bears as his first time head coaching, and I think Sporting News had took Andy Reid as their guy to get it as Coach of the Year. And it's time for Dan Quinn to get it, man. And like I said before, he now is going to be coaching the defense, and this is why I believe he's going to get it. He's been very complimentary about the guys he's added on his staff to be able to help him to do that and focus on this defense. Guys, Dan Quinn has realized that he has an opportunity to create some historical moments with guys like Keanu Neal coming back, Ricardo Allen coming back. You just signed Grady Jarrett to another 4-year deal. You signed Deion Jones to a 4-year deal. You got guys like Desmond Trufant. You're hoping to get some things out of Isaiah Oliver. Guys, we have a defense that is stacked. Allen Bailey just joined with the team not too long ago, and we already had Tyler Davidson. Y'all get where I'm going with this. We have an opportunity to create some historical moments on this defense, and it's no wonder Dan Quinn got the itch to not waste this young core of talent no longer, and they jump in while the jumping in is getting hot, and he is welcoming all pressure. Don't make no mistake about it. There is pressure on Dan Quinn to deliver, and he is betting on himself to deliver, and he's going to do it through this defense this year. Dan Quinn, if he can get Vic Beasley back to where Vic Beasley needs to go, oh man, this is going to be nuts. From that 2016 season Vic Beasley had, and if Vic Beasley can do beyond that, oh, it's going to be great. If he can get out of Tat McKinley to finally get him to a double-digit sack year. Tat McKinley, we all know at the beginning of that year, was on fire, and he just kind of fell off a little bit. But man, if Dan Quinn can get these two guys really going on his defense, it is going to be bananas for quarterbacks. They are not going to like seeing Vic and Tack on game day. I can guarantee and promise you that. And so I'm just excited about the opportunity that Dan Quinn is putting on himself, and having guys like Dirk Cutter, Mike Mularkey, Bob Sutton, all of those guys helping him, Raheem Morris, who has already been here with Dan, many former coaches to help him to be able to focus and get this defense in a top 5 statistical category in all categories, whether it's turnovers or whatever the case may be, stopping the run, which we know is a top premium for the Atlanta Falcons. They did allow a few runs to slip through them, but hey, they're going to be a much better defense. But in order for you to get that coach of the year, Dan Quinn, you are going to have to go through 2 coaches starting off week 1, week 2, and you know who they are. Mike Zimmer, who you have not beaten yet since you've been the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, and also Doug Peterson, who seems to have had your number. But now he gets you calling the defense. And that's what I'm so excited about, to finally get to see Dan Quinn do his thing and get that Coach of the Year honors. Now, you guys, man, hey, like I said, subscribe, like, share. Let me know if you're sharing in the same belief that I am of Dan Quinn getting that Coach of the Year honors and not giving it to Bruce Arians, because they've already started to deem Bruce Arians as the Coach of the Year because he's over there with the Bucks, and they're looking at him to turn that team around. Dan Quinn, it's your turn. Go get him. Look, it's pound for pound. I'm Toby D. Peace. I'm out.